Loneliness and the feeling of being unwanted is the most terrible poverty. Mother Teresa. Loneliness has to be one of the most terrible diseases of our time. In a world where you can swipe right and left instantly, where our needs can be met simply by the click of a button, have we really lost a true sense of connection with those around us? Surrounded by screens, overwhelmed by anxiety, and the classic FOMO from social media that makes you feel that everyone is living a better life than you are. Not only does this increase stress, but it also induces a feeling of being incompetent and unworthy. In 2023, Vivek Murthy, the Surgeon General under Joe Biden's presidency, put out an 81-page warning that highlighted America's epidemic of loneliness. An excerpt from this is as follows. People began to tell me they felt isolated, invisible, and insignificant. Even when they couldn't put their finger on the word lonely, time and time again, people of all ages and socioeconomic backgrounds from every corner of the country would tell me, I have to shoulder all of life's burdens by myself, or if I disappear tomorrow, no one will even notice. Let that last line sink in, the enormity of it. If I disappear tomorrow, no one will even notice. This just goes on to highlight that a large part of society has become increasingly isolated from each other. Our ability to meet and form true meaningful relationships has been rescinded. This crisis of loneliness doesn't affect just one group, it's widespread. But one group that often suffers in silence is men. Society has long told men to be stoic, to man up and hide their emotions. Instead of building resilience, this pushes many into isolation, reinforcing the idea that they must bear their burdens alone. Rather than creating a stronger, better society, such advice only further pushes men into a dark place where they have internalized the fact that they cannot showcase any form of emotions that will portray them as weak. Imagine being so scared to be seen as weak that you have to shed your tears in a secluded, lonely place. Not to mention that many of these men were never provided a safe space to really feel the things that were bubbling inside them. The angst and frustration, coupled with the belief that no one understands them, only pushes them into a dark place. How many times have we heard the statements, "Good boys don't cry, man up"? All of this can further push men into an abyss of loneliness. Maybe it is time to teach the world a new lesson so that our future generations don't have to suffer. Maybe we can teach them that it is okay to be sensitive, feel vulnerable, and express your emotions in a free and healthier manner, rather than stuffing it down. Silence isn't always the best response, and every life matters.